Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Anderson. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that one's good. Morant. Greg, as we come down the stretch of the regular season, teams are going back and forth and jousting for playoff position. So, Greg, probably as a player, you would watch who you might play and how they're faring as you go down the stretch.
Yeah, it matters. But for those teams who had injuries or a rough stretch, you start to focus on those road games and prepare to steal some in the playoffs. And so it's all about how you match up. What are our strengths compared to theirs, and conversely the weaknesses, and who's better at taking advantage.
Outside, Smart. Left side, Walker. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside, Walker.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
Now here's Brooks. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game.
And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Allen kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. The shot, no good. Walker with some nice D. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Smart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
First free throw is good.
And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side. You know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
Parker's checked in for Smart. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Morant dishes to Winslow.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Ojale passes to Fournier. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Boy, this guy's a gifted athlete, so if Evan Fournier gets that deep a post position, look out.
And here's Morant. His last outing, he had 8 points. Just 5 on the clock. Tries from 16.
And that's what Jabari Parker has to his advantage on defense. Use that length to challenge the shot. Nice.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics out in front, up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got John Morant. Clark is out there with Jackson. Then it's Justice Winslow. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
What's up?
And that one falls for Fournier. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Jackson, good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude, like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball was right there.
Here's Pritchard. And the rejection by Jackson. Clark for 3. The shot that time, not on target. And the Celtics going the other way now. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, they caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Let's take this chance to go to the 2K leaderboard and display the best free throw shooters of the second half of the season. 5th best, Kemba Walker.
And one look at his numbers since the break, and you can see how comfortable he's been at the foul line.
Brooks against Smart. Winslow kicks to Allen. There's the pass to Brooks. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Thompson outside. Back to Smart. Oh, Tatum in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Smart against Brooks. Over Smart. Brooks misses.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Thompson, just a spectacular athlete and so muscular. He is so crafty on how he draws fouls while shooting.
The Celtics have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Brooks misses. Celtics leading by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there, thanks. And Walker kicks to Brown. 30 seconds left in the first half. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 8.
And they continue to control the glass.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better, or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. You have to feel good for Kemba Walker, a soldier for years in Charlotte, Kenny. He's found a system in Boston that suits him perfectly.
Equal opportunity offense in Boston. That's what I like about it. Everyone who touches the ball, the athletic wings, they're all playing around him, and Walker compliments him.
Yeah, listen, he gets himself in mode. He shows up, puts in the work every day, and he plays team ball.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I can go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston.
And they've got just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Thompson outside. There's Walker with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Walker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. Morant against Walker. And that one's good, Morant's got 6 points.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And the shot goes in.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Looking at some numbers for Ja Morant. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. Averaging about 19 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now, here's Clark. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 to shoot.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And that one's good. Parker's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you call that running hard. Jabari Parker with the effort to get up the floor and get to his spot.
Here's Jackson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jabari Parker. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Robert Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Evan Fournier comes in for Jaylen Brown. And so Jackson nails both of them. Boston leading by 14. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Clark dishes to Morant. Kicks it to Winslow. Clark outside. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. And again, Memphis no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here's Morant. Jabari Parker making his last shot. And finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. Love when he gets up and throws it down.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Fournier, that's for 2. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back from him in that same area. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Pritchard. Over Morant. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And there's Anderson. And it's Tillman in at the power forward. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Valanciunas.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Now, here's Thompson. Back to Walker. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Fournier. The Grizzlies also making a change. Allen's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Morant looking around. Brooks against Smart. Brooks kicks to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Brown against Anderson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Boston leading by 10. In the corner, Smart with it. Back to Walker. Passes to Thompson. Tatum on the wing. Pulls up on the elbow. That one, no good. Nice D from Brooks. Puts up a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Feeds to Smart. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You ever notice the physicality that's an aspect of Marcus Smart's game? He just powers through the defense, sensational shooting.
Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen by Smart, and Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Yep, it counts. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Boy, you have to love how engaged Marcus Smart is defensively. This guy is a nightmare for the offense.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Walker the pass to Thompson. Outside Tatum. Pass to Walker for the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The feed to Anderson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Now here's Brown. Here's Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Kemba Walker.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Brooks. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Pritchard. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last 3 years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.